Hi.
Hey,
Now, Andrea, you're an SNL host, so hit it.
Man. Okay, wait, so what comes after we come back from the break? We just say, hi, we're back and playing DreadLore. Doing the Red Writ.
We
So great.
in the beginning, don't we?
You know. So wait, I just said everything from the beginning?
Yeah.
Okay. We have our wonderful music from all lowercase letters.
All lowercase letters.
And then we also have all of our players. We have Drizzle, we have Daniel Holker, we have Bill Bunkum, and we have why am I having such trouble? And Howl. Ken Howl tonight. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with that. Yeah, and then we also, obviously have our wonderful, screenplay, so to speak, from Terrible Productions.
We don't talk about them.
And then we have all of our media productions from. I know I'm just not gonna get it right anytime.
Fire
Media. Yes.
Finally, get the last on the billing. That's good.
Yeah, Ken doesn't like it. He's last on the billing.
Don't forget. I mean, that means EP. I'm not an executive producer on this. I'm not going to take responsibility for anything.
You are the producer for this. There's no executive producer. There's one producer. You're like the producer with a big P. You got a big old PP, kid.
And don't forget our Patreon. I mean, that's what's really important because we have to pay things every month in order to be here.
Yeah,
so
we got
Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, Nostalgic.
Yeah. Tim Roberts, Daniel Holker, Nostalgic, Natalia Cline. Come on, we're round robining everybody. What the fuck?
We mentioned like so many patrons.
Let's do the row your boat thing. Does everybody know who they are? Like I say their names in my goddamn sleep. I'm like, oh my god, fucking Tim Roberts, Nostalgic.
Daniel Holker.
Natalia Cline.
So good. The
Holker
Red Writ.
The Red Writ. Holker Daniel. Hey Holker.
That Daniel Huffager episode we did is getting some views though on the Geeky Gamer podcast.
On the Geeky Gamer, what's that?
Every week we get together and offend as many people as possible. And
oh man, we've lost subscribers for that shit.
In real time, talking games.
Wait. So does that mean I should or shouldn't be on that podcast? Because
it depends on if you want to lose subscribers or not.
Oh, well, I mean, you probably don't want me there then, yeah.
Listen, no, Andrea, you actually might be a time bomb on the GGP. But yeah, why not jump on? We would love you.
Jones.
We would love you there.
What's up, Soupy Jones? We want Andrea on our podcast, and we need to invite Lucas Duff back on there when Andrea jumps on.
That would be interesting.
We will red pill tag team the shit out of that. It's gonna be ridiculous. Anyway,
I like Lucas.
Yeah, man.
He's cool.
Hit up the GGP. We've gone away from the politics quite a bit.
So is Soupy Jones budget Davy Jones?
You have to ask Soupy Jones.
Oh shoot.
I have a feeling that Soupy Jones is a subscriber to the Twitch. What?
I mean, they just had to water down Davy Jones, so they got Soupy Jones.
Oh, because it's Soupy, right? But Davy Jones is the drowned god, Andrea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you be more watered down?
You can always be more drowned.
Wait a minute. Your metaphor is breaking up. Sure, why not?
We want to establish a setting and maybe reality or unreality again. Do we want to go back into
We shall real time it. Yes. First though, Harry Bunkum, thank you very much for jumping in the chat and lurking. Soupy Jones, thank you very much for jumping in the chat and hanging out. Old Soupy J. Jones. So for the Red Writ, where we are right now. Lady Callie has just been shot in the shoulder with a magic bullet. It has exploded part of her body out of her, walnut-sized part. She's been shot multiple times with mundane bullets, which hurt. And Nord just stabbed her in the face with a dagger that ignites into fire. She has lived through all of this because, she's magic. And is pushing her and herself, embracing Nord, throwing them both off of this this dais, this platform, which is a good, let me look, about 40, 50 feet up. No, sorry, 30 feet up. It will hurt Nord when they fall. It'll hurt her. When Nord makes a move, he attempts to woo the woman he's stabbing in the face with a dagger. It apparently works. And she has taken her very strong arms and pushed his face down into her clitoris. And that is where we're going to start.
Turn away, Mariah.
Turn away,
The real question is, with her offer to you, is she just bluffing with her muffin?
Oh my god. Super Jones, you came in at a good time. I know, I'm walking into the joke. Oh my god. Right. That's where we are. It is the world action. Nord, you have been marked. You were marked before this. And which is why your wooing worked at this point. You feel your heels on the edge of this platform. There's a drop off, 30 feet. You look down, it will be bad if you fall, you would gather. But there's a platform beneath you, only 10 feet. So maybe it's not like you're gonna die. Soupy Jones says, getting wild out here. Down below, Tony, Simon. Actually, Simon, you're running away from the fucking Sea Hulk. You're at the door in the back, slamming your shoulder into it. It is locked. You've realized that in this sunken temple, untold acts of misery have occurred. Blood and filth all over the place. Behind this door, who knows what lay? But according to Detective John, some of his gear, specifically his 2x2 hands of blue gloves, the ttrpg alchemical gloves, are back there. And since you dropped the narrative point, it is true. Tony, Leah, you're still at the front of this room, of this temple. There is a giant 12.5 foot tall sea monster, undulating sea urchin spines all over it. It used to be a person. It erupted into this monster, bulbous eyes looking around. Doesn't seem like it's attacking Tony per se. It's probably going to attack Leah or her daughter, Mariah. Rebecca Foster is still on the platform, screaming, having seen what just happened to her compatriot Marcus, turning into the sea monster at Lady Callie's command. Does she worry that will happen to her? As of yet, who the fuck knows? Outside, an undulating scar between the realms presses as the thing that is on the other side likely will get up the nerve to try and come back through. And up top side, as you guys are in the earth underneath some water, storm is raging. Something is happening. Where the fuck is Loretta Levon? You've realized that Lady Callie has maybe not turned away per se from Levos, the Dark Dreamer, her god, but she's definitely going off the beat. She's doing her own thing for her own selfish reason.
Well, I already know why, because she's still upset that she was second fiddle.
Indeed. World action. Lady Callie looks down at you, Nord. Her face is on fire. Your dirty dirk is stabbed up underneath her chin, poking out through her cheek. Having pierced her eye is like, it's like that ending hospital that I didn't see. Her eyes like splurged out. One eye looking down at you as she's holding your face, your stuff. There's a smile on her face as she says, "My beloved, all you need to do is drink from me, and you will live forever." As you feel her edging closer to the edge, get it? Of this dais. Nope, world action. Antagonists can go if they're BBEGs, big bad evil guy.
Oh shit!
Saying
So
she's
all
evil.
of them.
They can actually go in the world action.
You.
Cue the Benny Hill theme. As she's edging closer to the edge here.
I think Nord is edging.
Yeah, yes. It's a seminal moment for Nord. You're in a precarious situation. Nord will get the sense. Lady Callie is injured, but there's something to this. How is she not dead? You can bid or throw down.
I would like to bid, I don't know, forensics to maybe get a sense of where her magic is coming from. I'm up close and personal, and apparently there's blood all over her, and I'm pretty sure I could stick my tongue out, but I don't want to do that. I might just gather her blood a little bit and put it like
how are you gonna gather it? You got one hand.
Well,
here.
I've got it on my coat. I'm gathering it by being close to her. I've got her blood on me. So that's how I'm gathering it.
Sort of a passive gathering.
It's a passive gathering, but I mean, I'm sure her blood is dripping on me, and that is gathering enough for me. I'm rubbing myself into her, making a very. I'm after the warning. I'm not going to drink her blood if at all possible.
All right. So, what are you bidding / throwing down?
I bid forensics to try to see where her magic is coming from. To understand what it is about her that keeps her alive. If there's a source coming from outside of her, if she's got like some kind of protective armor or
Nord, as you're
trinket?
in this intimate situation,
Does she have any jewelry?
you realize the blood is the magicka. You realize, because this whole thing started with Nord on the beach taking a picture of the white doe, which was Lady Callie. You realize she is incorporeal. She's like fucking Lo Pan. References? Come on, chat.
Big trouble over there.
That's right. Well done. You get a pip. As she has become corporeal through these sacrifices. The blood is the life. Anybody? So, that's that part of the world action. That is where her magicka comes from. You can't take it away. She's already sacrificed enough. But it does lend an idea. All right. Other world action. Simon, you slam your shoulder into this door. It's locked. Who the fuck locks their own door? Their closet. Who locks the closet? Especially in the 80s. We fucking... Hey, Soupy Jones gifted a narrative point to Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Soupy Jones. You hear a rabble on the other side as you knock into the door. Sounds of crying, of... Are they goats? You don't know. Something gagged? It's hard to tell. You can bid or throw down.
Okay. I'll bid cop.
Simon, tell us a story. When was the time that you were a cop and you rescued some people who were bound and gagged?
So I'm up near the door and I put my ear against it and I'm hearing the sounds and I'm remembering that back in the day, in the case of the Hemlock Hoodlum, we ran into a place where he was supposed to be. But me and Albert got there and we don't know if he was tipped off or if he heard us coming and took off running. But we started to bust in the door and it was harder to get in than we thought. We finally got through the door and saw that he had been there and there were 2 dead bodies. But in a spare bedroom, there were 3 people that he had bound and gagged. And we were able to at least save them from the Hemlock Hoodlum.
As you remember this, it's fitting that Soupy Jones gifted you the narrative point. As you hear, Simon, people on the other side of this door, bound and gagged, you could almost swear it. There's something different. Oh, the timbre of their voice is young.
Oh, and it's still world action, right? Can I do cunning yet? Or...
No.
Okay.
Take that, players. Take that, agency. Andrea, are you tired? Good, because this is happening to you. In the front, still world action. Taking my time. Hey, there's a monster off to your right. It's your husband. As you hear it, like the fly, like fuck, what's his name? Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
Help me. You hear Marcus shouting as you feel emotions which you are disconnected from. Leah, how many box ticks do you have for disassociative, your derangement?
None.
Okay, well, I'm not going to give you one, although that's going to be the next one if you lose sanity.
Fine.
What are your derangements?
Ticks.
Oh, okay. And how many do you have?
3.
How many boxes? 3. So it's becoming noticeable. At 4, it will be noticeable. As in, like, to everybody. What is the tick? Or what are they?
Probably mostly just like compulsively tapping on things.
All right, are you a drummer? What's going on?
Like,
Are you like, boo, da, ba, ga, da, boo, da, ga, ba, da, boo? Are you like
no,
over
like
there
she'd
like
probably just be like
Jenga dancing? What's
know,
going on?
tapping on the side of her leg or tapping on the side of a gun that she's holding, something like that.
Okay, with 3, it is 3, it's not super noticeable. 3, it's kind of like a person who does this all the time. Kind of like me. I've got like 3, right? 4 is in polite conversation. So describe Leah in this situation right now.
She's probably in that regard she'd be holding the pistol down by her side, basically just like tapping her finger on the side of the cylinder, trying to decide what to do next.
We'll say that she's rotating the cylinder. It's clicking.
That makes sense, yeah.
She's tapping her
I
foot.
will
She's
say-
shaking her arm.
I will say too, just like from a physical mechanics standpoint, to rotate a cylinder it has to be like at half cock or something akin to that. At least with most pistols.
Oh, so how is her pistol then?
I mean, well, all I know, I don't know brand or anything.
So it's not a half cock. All right, then instead, she's thumbing it so much that she happens to look down, perhaps, and see that her thumb is bleeding because she's just been doing this entire time. Her thumb is just raw. Fucking, the first layer of skin is gone.
What I would guess now, just based on in my head, probably just basic trigger safety stuff or basic gun safety stuff. You wouldn't be messing with the hammer. I will say that what she might be doing, it's a little bit more overt, but I could see it happening, just as a checking your pistol kind of thing. She probably would be flipping open the cylinder, and then closing it.
Okay, yeah.
And then flipping it open.
So she's flipping it, sort of like an OCD thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I dig that. So she flips it open, maybe looks at it. Makes sense because you guys just dove through a bunch of water. She's checking the bullets. Boom, boom, boom. There's a fidgeting nature going. As you're looking at your husband who's turned into a literal monster, screaming for help beneath this massive thing. Your daughter is feet from you. She's looking at you. She won't look at her dad. Hey, trigger warning. She's trembling there. Now you had bid her to be strong. You see Leah, Mariah Harden, somehow before you. She grows up. Maybe this happened to you back in Israel, before Leah came to the States for reasons. You see her turn from 12 to older. Her heart hardening. She's holding that stick. You see her face screw up as she starts making decisions for herself, ripping away from you, becoming a person. You see her being you. As she takes off towards Simon, she slips a few, steps because there's a lot of blood from people that have been sacrificed. As she takes off. Tony. A dead feeling inside of you. This lumbering hulk of a beast in front of you has lost interest somehow. You have this thrumming electric book in your hand.
That I open.
That you have opened now. Somehow, Tony feels more alive. than he ever has. Many things are happening in this room. You can't do all of them. You can't be around all of them. Choose. You can somehow feel, Tony, something on top of the ziggurat where Nord is. Something important is happening. You can feel over to your left where Leah is and Mariah's just run off and the fucking monster is. Something is happening. You can feel forward past the ziggurat where you can't see Simon and where Mariah is going. Something is happening. And you can also feel right here this fucking book, which you don't know what it does. It could be good or it could be really bad. Something's happening. You have to decide a very clear intention. That is the world action. The bad guys go now.
Cunning.
It's their turn. Oh, cunning. Yeah, go on.
Cunning.
Anyone else spending cunning?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You got 0? Everybody drops cunning, but Leah. If only there were a way the chat could gift players a cunning.
Oh, is that not possible? Well, I'm guessing that's not possible yet.
Soupy Jones
Whoa.
says they need a drink for this.
Soupy Jones
Oh.
needs a drink. Okay, so for the chat, if you do send, what is this? Shit. Send a message in sub-only mode. Okay, if you are a subscriber and you do what I'm about to do, you can gift a cunning to a person.
It's huge. Do it.
That's actually huge. So
Give it to Leah.
it's actually only 350. I should make that way more. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's 350 dread points. If you got that and you're a subscriber, you can do it.
So many cunnings.
Okay, Soupy Jones is doing it. They actually just texted me. All right, and I'm assuming, all right, Leah, you have a cunning. And you're muted.
Thank you so much, and I use it immediately.
All right, so you're all in cunning mode. All right. Who's first? Go. Actions on you all.
Is the lock on this side of the door?
Which one do you want it to be?
I want it to be on. Well, if they're holding people hostage in this room, you would think that the lock would be on this side so they couldn't get out.
So what do you want it to be?
I want it to be on this side.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so after I ran up and slammed on the door, I'm like, I just look up and slide the bolt over. Well,
I love it. I love it.
Should have looked first.
Yep.
And so I guess now the door opens this way, the opposite way that I
That's
hit
right.
it.
And that's why they had locked the door. I dig it because they were locking people in. Hey,
Yeah. And so I opened the
things
door.
work themselves out.
I opened the door to me and head into the room.
I need all kinds of bids if you want something specific to happen.
I'm going to head into the room. I'm going to pull out my slapjack as I go in, just in case. And I'm going to bid vigilante. No, I'm going to bid detective to come into the room, like I was remembering in the flashback from before. So I'm bidding detective to do it, to enter the room and to try and clear it like I did before to help those people back then.
I love it. have to make a decision. Okay. Nord, you are the bad guy. You are Hemlock. You are the Hemlock Hoodlum. You are rolling for him. He has D10s. 2 D10s is what he rolls. Leah and Tony, you are crooked cops.
I mean, that's not inaccurate.
Oh, you guys are crooked cops. You do the police work, however, and you support Simon. However, you're getting a lot of payoff. You guys have D8s. So a D10 and a D8. D10, action die, D8, everything. Okay. Set the scene. Cops. So when I say cops, I'm talking about Leah and Tony. You just got a call from Simon and his partner. What's his name? Albert?
Albert.
That they're honing in on the Hemlock Hoodlum. You guys can decide whatever you want about this person. But you know that this person is somehow connected with the little ring that, gets you a little bit extra. You guys are circling the building. Big warehouse, couple floors up. You guys are partners, we'll say. Hemlock Hoodlum, you're in your dungeon. You're going to have to describe it here in a second. So think about it. You have... how many? Hey, Holker, roll a d10. Hey, Andrea, roll a d10.
6.
And
You got 16 people ready for whatever you have in store. You're going to have to decide what that is. I'm not doing it. Listen, Trois Reblay Productions doesn't do much, okay? Really quick, I'm getting a couple different texts from different people. We have an ad break ends in. So this is just ad break shit. I'm going to tell you guys. We're going to introduce our characters and our names here in about 2 minutes. Because I've gotten like 3 texts from people that are like, hey, what are the characters' names? But that's not now. Hemlock Hoodlum, think about your dungeon. Think about these. How many people?
I think you said 11?
16.
16. Oh,
16. Simon only knows about like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are they there, dude?
They're my
Don't tell me.
prisoners,
Don't
or
tell me. Yeah, don't
Okay.
tell me. Don't tell anybody.
Gotcha.
It's your fucking secret.
I got secrets.
What are you doing to them? What are they doing to you? Who knows? This entire warehouse, this is one of those flop house warehouse. Loads of people live in it. Your specific place, you walk in, it's like a library of rooms. That's all I'm giving you. You're gonna have to describe this shit. Leah, you're one of the corrupt cops, right?
yeah,
One of the people that's on your payroll is Holker. Holker, what's your guy's name?
The corrupt cops thing?
Yep.
Henry.
Is Henry. Leah, what is your corrupt cop's name? Oh, I know. It's Albert.
Oh. I had such a good idea, too.
I know, but this hurts Simon more. As, as you look over and you see Simon, you two are about to roll into the Hemlock Hoodlum's apartment. Simon, action's on you. What do you do?
Okay.
Dingy door, think the beginning of the Matrix.
So I'll look over at Albert. Are you ready? I think we may have him this time.
You said that last time, too.
He can't get away from us forever. And I will bid Streets to know, basically, because I'm like, I know that this is we got to be careful because there's probably some drug addicts in here as well that aren't with him. This is a big flop house. Be careful. And I'll bid Streets to know how to try and get in without causing too much of a ruckus.
Describe it.
So like, is it like a big metal sliding door, or is it just like a regular?
I was thinking a big green apartment door, but what do you want it to be?
With it being like a warehouse, I'm thinking that it's more like a big, I think this is a big sliding door when we're going.
Yep,
into
that's
It's
what
like
it
a
is.
Big metal door for deliveries, and I get up to it and I get the latch and start to slowly creak it open. And as I'm doing that, Albert's on this side, well, slicing pie in.
Yep. It's all you guys. Go.
We've got to figure out which area in here is his. It'll probably be more elaborate than the transients. And so what's it look like when we open the door?
Hey, Hemlock Hoodlum. What does it look
well,
like?
the first thing you notice is not really what you see because it's pretty dark. It's what you smell, and so it's humid and it's musky and it's hot. Like it's summertime outside, but inside right now in this building, it's like the heat is on during summertime and the humidifiers are on. Like it's hot on top of hot. You can taste salt in the air and your senses are assaulted and it almost pushes you back. It's like that warm wind that hits you when you're not expecting it. And it's just junk inside. Just junk inside of junk.
Soupy Jones just gave you a narrative point, Lord.
Nice.
I'll clear right if you want to clear left.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I'll start to head to the right to clear the area.
So you guys go
And
back
actually-
and forth. Albert, on you, go.
So as soon as I see Simon sort of break out of eyesight, I'll start following him from behind instead of clearing the other way.
Edmund, is that it? Henry?
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah, it's Henry.
Action's on you. Where are you in all this?
I'm behind him. Behind them both.
Turns out, Simon, there's a third person. What's the relationship? Go. It's Henry.
Yeah.
Back up? Who called?
Oh yeah. We called backup in going to this place.
Backup has arrived as
There's Henry.
Albert. As Albert, you see Henry pop around the corner and give you a nod. You two know each other.
And Albert will sort of do the, the head nod back
What are we looking at in
and
here?
point towards Simon, and do the quiet gesture.
What do you bid for that? Oh
What?
yes, you have to use your trades.
My turn?
Yeah, you gotta. If you want to affect this scene, you gotta use your trades.
This is what?
Indeed, you want to fuck over the other player? Yeah, you gotta use your
Well, I
trades,
thought the whole
baby.
point was I thought the whole point was we were dirty cops.
That's what you thought, but I've been drinking 3 old fashions down, baby. We're gonna use your trades. Do it.
I don't know, calloused?
I love it. All right. Well, you better make it count. What happens with calloused?
What's his name? Albert basically, tells Henry, gives Henry hand gestures to be quiet and then, to start following Simon with him from behind.
I mean, that's a whole trait. That's all you want? Be
Well, I mean-
ambitious.
The goal is to get the drop on Simon.
All right. As Simon implicitly, and goddamn, you never knew. Still, as you're walking, go on.
Yeah. So I'm walking through clearing rooms as I go along the right side, noticing maybe there's a transient in one or two of them that they're sleeping off their high.
How long ago was this, Simon?
Hold on 1 second. I gotta remember because this is probably, if this is the incident, it's about 4 years ago.
Nord,
if it's
where were you
before-
4 years ago?
I was in India.
Okay. This is not Nord that you see get up and walk. Continue.
So I keep going room by room, clearing them until
Clearing.
basically.
Oh, the cops, you hear.
Yeah.
Albert and Henry, you guys are behind. You have the drop on Simon. That said,
Are you actually, when you're clearing the rooms, are you actually going into the room or are you just sort of...
I'm
Do it from the doorway.
opening the door, scanning the room. I'm not going into the rooms. I'm
Okay.
opening the door, scanning the room to see if there's anything in there, because I'm slicing pie and stuff going in, so that way I can see and because I can tell which are, granted, transients have never been a situation before in the Hemlock Hoodlum case. So he's never used transients or anything like that against us. So I know that they're not a threat so far.
hey, Leah, really quick. What is a narrative point?
A narrative point is something you can use to affect the fiction in your favor to a certain degree.
Give us an example.
Well, an example, what is you could maybe use a narrative point to say that, you know, a certain. Oh, let's see. Let me think of something that would work within. Like, let's say that there, you know, you use narrative point to say there was a flashlight on the wall that you could grab and use.
So it's in the present.
Yes.
So narrative point, the player can use that to change the fiction now. Hey,
Yeah.
Nord, what is a pip?
A pip is something you can change in the past. Like, say you forgot to say something like, "Oh, I picked up my umbrella," and then it's like it's raining outside, and so you would spend a pip because you didn't say that before. But if it fits the fiction, you can say, "Oh, it's raining outside. Well, I'm going to spend a pip to say I have my umbrella with me."
Right. So
That
narrative
happened in the
points.
past.
So narrative points and pips are super important for the players. You guys can gift them to them. Narrative points is they can do it right now. Pips, it was in the past. Hemlock Hoodlum. What kind of surveillance do you have? You know. All right, you'll get a narrative point. Fine. Have you guys seen? If you to the players, if you're not following the little stream, you should.
Just kind of going with it. He's a very happy guy.
Oh my god.
What were you gonna say? Because
So
I got
good.
something for you. I got a whole thing.
Good.
You gave me like the keys to the kingdom. I'm going for it.
Soupy Jones, you get a cunning point from. I'm sorry, Leah. You get a cunning point from Soupy Jones. Wow, English.
Thank you.
Negative point.
It took a minute.
A narrative
Glad it
point.
happened.
No, it's a
Yeah.
cunning because she dropped 2.
Oh, if you drop 2, it's cutting. Okay.
Yeah, I need to set it up to cunning.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's powerful. Soupy Jones and anyone on the chat, that is so powerful. Well done. Keep on doing it, because those resources are really hard for them to get back. All right.
Yeah, you gotta advance
Yeah.
basically to get that stuff back.
Oh yeah, that is really good for them. All right. Hemlock Hoodlum, what's the surveillance? Go.
Well, basically what I've done is I have dosed 16 of my homeless neighbors on acid. And I've basically told them all to that if any strangers come in,
Oh no.
that they would start making noises, and that the strangers were in fact devils come to take their soul. So basically, you know, I've created a little trap for the people that, you know, anybody who's not been welcomed in. I mean, basically, I'm a cult leader.
It's a cult. What do you bid for this?
I will bid. I will bid my gift, which is addict.
And you're feeding them opium? No LSD?
No, LSD. I mean, I don't think I have any. Do I have to have it? I mean, I've got
No. You're good.
Do I need that?
You're good.
Do I
No, you're
need
good.
that? Like-
The bid is fine.
All right.
You're hearing the hoops and the hollers. Hemlock Hoodlum. Simon. In reality, as you move through the back of the sunken temple, these thoughts hit you. You know all of what we just said. How does Simon deal with it? That's up to you. How does he deal with knowing that Albert actually was traitor? Maybe he didn't know. He had a hunch. Simon had a hunch. It's up to you. But as you roll through this door, all this hits you. You have to digest it however you remember the scene. Ahead of you, dark corridor, earthen, tunneled out. This is ancient, with tools you haven't seen before. Imagine a perfect rectangle, except it's sort of like notched through primitive tools. Straight shot into darkness from the failing blue flames. On the left and right, you see two doorways. There's no door in them. They're sort of just holes in the wall, rat holes, 3 or 4 feet high. You hear murmuring from them. Reminds you of the hovels in this warehouse that the Hemlock Hoodlum had. Out ahead, a den, sort of a room that opens up. It's completely dark. You can't see in there, but you can hear like the sound of movement. What do you do? This is round 2 for any.
Yeah. So there's not any braziers in here, just
Oh, no.
ones from outside.
All darkness.
I'm going to spend a pip to say that because I don't have a flashlight, to say that I have a flashlight. I had gotten it. I had taken it off the boat when we started the boat back up, and I was finding those blankets for Mariah.
Love it.
There was a flashlight on the boat, and I took it.
Good usage of a pip.
Yeah. So I'm going to use the flashlight and check out, head towards. Well, first off, I'm going to use the flashlight and scan, see if I can see farther down the room where I hear the movement.
You do. As you scan ahead, you see, the claustrophobic tunnel, because you're in the earth. In fact, within the sunken temple, it almost felt like you're not under the earth, but here it does. You feel like you're in a catacomb. Out ahead, you see 20 feet, not much further. That's only how far the hallway is. It opens up into a small sepulcher, and you see what looks like catacombs.
Looks like what? Sorry, you kind of cut up there.
Catacombs, a
Catacombs.
T section. You see in the wall, the far wall, probably 30 feet away. So 20 feet away is where the room opens. 30 feet is the far wall. There are people laid to rest in there.
Okay. I'm
Behind you.
Okay.
Mariah.
Okay. Mariah, stay close. I may need your help in a second. And I will go towards the right doorway, crouch down a little and shine the light in there. Do I need to bid?
Nope.
Okay.
Leah. Indeed. Action's on you. You drop cunning. What do you do?
Let's see. What am I going to
You are
do?
at the front of the ziggurat. To your right is a monster. And beyond that is Tony. At the top, you see an ominous light, and you hear the struggle and the muffled of Nord.
Oh,
Is he happy? Is he sad? You can't tell.
you know. I got an idea. Maybe it'll work. Or to go badly, really badly. We'll find out. Leah will turn towards the monster and let me help you, Marcus. I know you can fight this. I know you can fight her. She grows weaker with every second. And she'll start sort of slowly walking towards him. Seeing how he reacts when she does. Initially. I will bid confidence. Confident.
Indeed.
My swagger.
As you move forward, like the female Crocodile Dundee, which by the way would be a cool fucking movie. As you move forward, like doing the thing, you describe this. How do you tame? I mean, it's just a bid. How do you talk to Marcus, your husband, who that's complicated.
So actually the talking is more or less a distraction, more like basically it's a way to gauge the reaction.
Oh, you're lying.
I'm
I
not
see.
lying. No, I'm not lying. It's a tool to see how close I can actually get to him. Because as she's as she's walking towards him, assuming he doesn't immediately attack her, she's taking off the snake talisman necklace. And basically getting ready to try and put it around his neck.
There's a moment that the monster turns and looks. Nord, will you roll me a d6 chaos die?
It's Sunset, big guy.
What?
Got one success. 4.
What'd you say, Simon?
I said it's Sunset, big guy. That's probably paraphrasing. That's what Black Widow used to say to Hulk to get him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
In that movie,
Narrative
read the
point.
comics.
Well done.
it
Okay.
didn't go like that, but that's all right.
Well, I didn't get it. Leah, describe this.
She'll, as she's walking towards him, again, assuming he's not just straight up attacking her as she does.
Yeah, you got
Leah
the
will-
success. You are good.
I don't know what she's done to you, and I wish you had included me from the beginning, because maybe we could have done something before this happened. I could have helped you before this happened, maybe, but I can help you now if you let me.
As you see this
Don't-
hulking beast wagging its head, go on.
Don't shut me out, Marcus. Not again.
Fate.
We need to fight her
roll.
together.
Fate roll. Do we do a fate roll? Or do we decide? Oh my god. Pool errata. Allowing the players to decide something when it comes to PvP. Allow players, other players, the majority, to decide. That is a DreadLore mechanic. It's coming on in the next version. We're gonna try it now. All right. So, Leah, this is your scene. We're gonna hold you for a second. The rest of you, we're gonna try a mechanic. Y'all decide. Fate roll, or since there's 3 of you, you get to vote. Which one?
Vote.
My vote is fate.
Drizzle, it's on you.
I like the idea of us voting, although.
All right, we're voting. So, this is how we're going to do it. Y'all, so we're going to do a blind vote. And then I'm going to out you. I'm not going to lie. Message me on Discord. The message is going to be... yeah, whatever. Oh, we can do 1, 2, 3. We can do 1, 2, 3.
No, that's fine. No,
We have good.
one.
I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool if I can do it.
Right. Gotcha.
Message me on. Well, but then the people that can't say, fuck it, whatever. I'm gonna out you anyway. So, post the question: does Marcus? Does he let her in, or does he say, "It's too late for me"?
Oh.
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 10,
Done.
a 9. Leah, count 8.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's a lot
One.
of clicking that Will has to do, or Bill has to do to get all these messages.
I love it. I love it. I'm just double checking.
Okay. Well, it's counting to 3.
All right. So I'm gonna out you all. Do you want to just say it now?
I voted let her in.
Me too. So that wins. Doesn't matter what.
It doesn't. Hulk, or do you want to say anyway?
Too late.
I mean, kinda.
As he turns, and there's a moment. I love it. There's a moment of him having that ego, even now. Ego is a strong fucking motivator. As he bows his fucking monster head, turns to you, and says, I fucked up.
Leah, well, I might actually, as she's putting the necklace on his head, she might actually smirk when he says that and just sort of say, yeah, I know, but we can fix it like we always do.
Can Marcus come back? That is the
Okay, so
question.
now the mechanic. I mean, like, obviously, me not knowing all your thoughts, my thinking would be with the snake charm, because the way that Onus described it to me is that it sort of would be able to protect, me from her mind control or whatever for a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
So my thinking in that regard is, even if Marcus isn't, can't be saved, it would give him enough control over himself to be at least a temporary ally for us.
Right. That makes sense. So, as you put this necklace on, he curls up. He sits down. You see him relax. His skin ever molting, just constantly changing. He's oddly at peace as he almost purrs in a weird monster way at your touch. And you realize in this state, he can maintain his control of himself, but not much else. As he turns, kind of like butts you with his head on the You have neutralized this monster. It can't really do much. Nord.
Gotcha.
Things are dark. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna bid. It worked in the past.
Yeah, it
because
did.
I stabbed her in the head to keep the hold on, but I want to talk to her. And I would like to bid. Shoot. I would.
So you're
like
saying
to
you
bid-
want to keep abreast of the situation?
Yeah,
Oh.
I would like to bid Bleak, which is a flaw of mine, to activate counterpoint and say, Levas isn't coming. Like, you betrayed him, I think. And Ariskagal.
Her.
Oh, well then. Ariskagal is coming for you. You're not going to escape this betrayal. And then I'm gonna continue with some like really dark shit. Calamity, disaster, the earth sinks. It'll happen again. The flood. Arishkagel.
Stop it!
Arishkagel.
Stop it!
Lamahala Revolu Bekos. Lamahala Revolu Bekos.
And what are you bidding?
I activated counterpoint, which is a I bid I know I bid something. Worked in the past. I get
As-
under the skin.
She throws you.
Getting under
from
the
her.
skin. Yeah.
She tosses you.
Is there any way I could try to hold on?
I mean, absolutely. Roll thy. You know what? You don't have to roll. What do you bid to hold on?
I would like to bid my well, I'm a rock climber. I know that is an aspect of some.
You know,
I believe that I have that trait somewhere as a thing. I'm gonna bid walks off the path to hold on, which is my motto. I walk
All
off
right.
the path to report.
You walk off the
and so
path. You
I'm
hold
grabbing
on.
onto her ass like full on, like
God,
one
you
hand
gotta
on the
clamp-
side.
Nor you just gotta clamp down.
I gotta clamp down.
Here's the thing. You are injured holding on.
I believe
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
I
believe
know this. It takes a long time to heal from them injuries, them climate injuries. Nord, with this bid, you hold on. However, the price is damage. Do you continue holding on?
Yeah. I'm trying
right.
to get in her head.
So you take that shit.
Yep.
So, all the rest of you, roll a d4. That is the damage.
Ouch.
She's strong.
Ugh.
She got strength from
Ouch.
the deep. Got 6, 10. 10
And does that-
damage.
Does that include all right, I gotcha.
That's total. As
Mhm.
she, with one arm, her left arm, wrenches you from her, throwing you with all of her might. But you
Fuck,
hold
man.
on. It rips your muscles. You feel your body immediately sweating and bleeding inside as it fucks you up.
It does.
Yes. Remember,
Oh my
sanity and wounds, you get to define however you wish. She fucks you up. She's like, ah! You have a little struggle.
Is there anything else I could have bid?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it was a bid and take it or let it go.
Okay, got it. I took it.
Tony.
Soupy Jones just subscribed for 4 months. Thank you, Soupy.
What's up, Super Jones? Thank you very much.
Nice.
Super Jones. Hooking
Arrivare.
it up. So you all know, Soupy Jones and Natalia Cline. All right. Tony. What in the world are you doing?
I'm going to read the book with the intention of making Lady Callie weak and unable to hold herself up. She's overcome.
All right. So this is how we're going to do it. Nord, I don't know what your damage is at. I don't want to know. Describe yourself really quick, Nord.
Lady Callie basically just ripped.
No numbers.
Ripped my clothing. My clothing is shredded. I look like I'm wearing a ghillie suit at this point. It's shredded so much. Just there's blood all over me. I'm dripping, and you know, this dark evil blood, and I'm just threadbare. There's probably little.
Tony, what do you bid to do this?
I bid. Mantle of the Chosen.
Oh, I love it. Roll your chaos die. Do not roll a 1. This is the Arbiter's Curse, by the way.
It's a 1.
Yeah, see? Do you re-roll that?
Yeah, sure.
Good. I would.
That is that's a what, a pip?
Oh, no. Proficiency.
All right. Proficiency. Movement.
Yeah, whenever you do Magicka or Therapy, you roll a chaos die d6, and on a 1, it's a mishap. They can use proficiencies to re-roll it.
It's a 3.
All right. Mantle of the Chosen. There's a bird's eye view. You see all of the scenes we've talked about. The memories and the reality. You see possibilities, Tony.
Time to gamble.
You gotta choose. Nord, you can reduce his damage by successes you achieve. All the successes you do reduces his damage.
That he's attacking me because I'm like right there.
No. He reduces the damage. Tony is able to reduce the damage that Lady Callie caused you.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Or he can choose
That would be nice.
aid Simon and his emotional pain. Because it's going to get bad here in a second.
You better believe it.
I'm going to choose to reduce the damage to Nord.
All right. Roll thy action die, and whichever aspect you wish, just tell me what it is.
I'm going to roll my action dice.
Remember, you got your ninja gear, you got 2, and you got your abilities, you got 2 to do, and you have all your proficiencies, etc. Breath would reduce it by half, so it'd be 5 if you want to drop a breath.
All right, I'll drop a breath.
Okay, that is all you can do then.
So I'm stuck with my my action
Are you
dice.
If you do breath, everything doesn't matter.
Okay. Breath.
All right. Drop a breath, roll a d10. Tell me what the total is. Nord, you take 5 damage instead of 10.
Ooh,
1.
10 more.
No. You take 5 instead of 10.
Oh, woo.
Right.
That.
So reduce it by 5.
Okay.
1. Mark down 1 tally. You only aged 1, Tony.
Nice.
As Tony, describe how the fuck does your magic make Nord in his situation take less damage? Go. And the rest of you can help him.
I
Collaborate.
open the book and I turn to its meticulously crafted index. I'm just kidding. But you know what does have a
like 3
meticulously
weeks to make.
crafted...
I'm just
You know what does have a meticulously crafted index? The DreadLore book. Yeah, check it out. Anyways, back to game. So, I open the book and I feel the runes, their power and their energy pulsing through me as if I... Yes?
I'm gonna call on people. Continue. Go.
As if I
Be
have been
prepared.
chosen.
Simon,
As
go.
if these runes...
Continue.
As if my name was in the book.
Continue it. Simon, continue what he's saying. Go.
As he's looking at the book, and he starts to feel the words kind of creep up into his arms from the book. The power.
Nord.
And he's got a spiritual connection with Nord that he never realized that he had in the past. And he looked up and he sees Nord look back at him, probably going to die, and he's like, I'm gonna save my friend.
Tony. Continue.
And then as I start chanting the runes, speaking them into life, because they are very phonetic, not like
Leah.
English.
You start seeing runes glowing in the air around him as they wink in and out of existence.
Nord.
And they flow in this kind of river-like way into Nord, and Nord starts to glow a little blue.
Tony.
And this concludes.
Simon.
And this all happens as Lady Callie starts to throw him, so it kind of he gains a little bit more strength and vigor, and fights her just a little bit as she goes to throw him off.
Back in Hemlock Hoodlum's domain. Simon, you're moving forward. You've cleared these rooms. Vagrants and such. They run off. A few of them seem tweaked out. It might occur to you. You're walking into a trap. You're not a noob.
Yeah. At this point, I'm 2 years away from being able to take early retirement, so I've been a cop for a while.
You're not. You are experienced. There's a shadow of a doubt. Can you trust Henry? As you move forward, Hemlock Hoodlum, what's the second to last room he walks into?
It's the pee room. Everybody has been using the restroom in these massive bottles.
Oh my god.
And there are like hoses and stuff like that, where like some of the hoses go into plants. It's like an experimental to see if like drugs.
Experimental pee room.
Yeah, if the different kinds of drugs that the hemlock hoodlum has been dosing people with will get, and they're pot plants. So some of the pot plants are like,
which in 1980,
magical.
well, 80 was a big deal.
Super illegal. I mean,
81,
really
82.
massive, big buds on these plants that have an assortment of chemicals that they've been drinking out of people's pee, LSD pee.
You see all of this. Henry, you are behind Albert. You guys see this as well. This is where you're making most of your cash. What are you guys doing?
Hey, Simon. I attempt to talk Simon into going easy on him.
What? Why are you guys behind me? You were supposed to be clearing the other side of the building.
Yeah, we did that.
Did you see anything?
No, just some more drifters.
No, we found some drifters and gave them a heads. I mean, we cracked some heads.
Well, it looks like
They're smoking doobies.
Here's where they're growing it. I didn't know the hoodlum was into this stuff, but maybe this is what he's using to fund his occult stuff, his occult beliefs.
Simon, we shouldn't be worrying about this. Maybe we should move on and just try and go after go after Hemlock. Maybe we should just,
Well, if we bust them here, then we can take all of it down. You said you cleared the left side. I guess with the two of you, it went quicker than just me on this side.
it went by real quick.
Huh?
Simon, go on.
Oh, I said, where's your partner, Henry?
My partner? He called in sick.
Hey, Henry. Your partner is actually Nord. Where is his partner?
His partner is getting some donuts at the coffee shop.
Pretty far away.
Hey, don't knock it. I've called in sick for donuts.
Simon, you probably know. Simon, the action's on you.
I'm going to head forward to the next room, but I'm going to do so. Simon doesn't trust Henry because you don't come for backup without your partner. So I'm going to go to the last room, but kind of keeping a side eye on Henry.
Hemlock Hoodlum, this is the last room. They've arrived. You're either there or you're not. You have an escape plan, or it's up to you. By a message. Think about it for a second. Think about it for a moment. Albert, you see your partner. You know him pretty well. What's the connection you guys have, Simon? You and Albert.
We have been partners for, at this point, probably 5 years.
Albert, what's the connection?
We got put together for a case that neither of us really wanted to do, but
Simon, what's the connection?
And we barely succeeded on that case. It was a situation where if it hadn't have been the two of us.
Albert, what's the connection?
If it hadn't been the two of us, we would have, probably like about 20 or 30 people would have been killed.
Nord, what's the connection?
They were put on the force. They were put together by the sergeant, or whoever that.
Simon, what happened on that first case?
It was a attack on it was an attack on an office building where it was a disgruntled employee. And
Nord, what happens after that?
They found some clues, but I guess Simon wanted to pursue one way, and Henry wanted to go in kind of a different way.
Tony.
Albert.
Or Albert, yeah.
Tony. What was the result of that case?
Case was a mistrial due to technical errors.
Albert, what'd you think about that?
Albert thought it was a bunch of bullshit. But
Simon, all of this is happening as you start walking through the door. Hemlock, what does he see?
He sees a shirtless man wearing a paper plate on his face, where he's painted a local comedian onto the face, the bottom of the paper plate, and it's strapped around. See, and he's holding these two ropes, and he pulls the ropes, and it opens up the sprinkler system above, and LSD starts falling down from the ceiling.
You all get narrative points.
I'll take that.
I'll go ahead and use my narrative point immediately and say that Albert had brought a little gas mask. So because he knew that
Yep.
So as soon as Albert sees that, he puts on the gas mask.
Yep.
Is it only in this room or is it in the whole building?
It's just in the room.
Okay. Simon doesn't know. So Simon walks in with his gun drawn. Get down on the ground. Get down now.
Albert goes in behind him, and as soon as Henry's inside, closes the door and locks it.
Henry, what are you doing? Five, four,
Nothing.
3, 2. As Henry walks in and is fucking dosed.
I see God.
Simon,
I will
you are
bid-
staring. You are staring at what?
I'm staring at the Hemlock Hoodlum.
Yeah. High as a motherfucker.
I'm going to bid gunplay to shoot at him.
Hemlock?
I will parkour out the window.
Albert? A lot of money. Then again, your
Albert
partner.
will. Yeah, Albert will
Laughing my
shove. Albert will shove Simon to try and knock him off of his balance.
Henry, you see Simon about to blow up the face of your meal ticket.
I yell at Simon. Stop!
He's not stopping.
He's getting away.
I then try and run towards him, but bump into Simon in the process.
Simon, as you move forward, you look in the first corridor. You see 6 tied up teenagers, beaten up. Trigger warning. Probably cold. They're breathing, it seems. You remember the scene. You hear the gunfire. You remember Albert pushing you so that you miss the hemlock hoodlum. At the same time, defending you against Henry. He was running forward. You're shooting. Boom, 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 boom. You hear echoing as one of your stray bullets explodes Henry's face.
No.
As the hemlock hoodlum is running, is getting away.
Why did he run
Albert.
into the line of fire?
Albert, you see Simon just shoot Henry in the face. Hemlock, what are you doing?
Laughing maniacally, probably bleeding a little bit because diving onto the fire escape through glass is painful. And just laughing and laughing and laughing.
Albert, what are you doing? You're covered in blood.
You will see.
Honestly, Albert is probably thinking to himself, one less cut of the payday.
Simon. Moment. What do you do?
I start to, but I get onto the walkie. Officer down. Officer down.
You look down at your walkie, and you see you're actually talking into a severed foot.
I'll drop it and be like, Albert, call for backup.
You see Albert standing before you, but his head is different.
Albert,
It's
that's
a
not...
dog's head with flaming eyes, puking lava.
What? What's going on? This doesn't make sense.
Albert, what are you doing?
You need to get a hold of yourself, man. You're getting
Simon.
maniacal.
Simon is growing smaller. He's shrinking. And at the same time growing batwing.
Wait, what?
You hear the laughing batwing. Like,
Remember, I have the gas mask on.
still see it.
I do? Okay, interesting.
LSD goes through the skin. It doesn't.
Fair.
If you get a drop on you, you're gonna trip.
So much acid.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that make it worse? Doesn't that make it worse? Albert, you believe that you are not stoned. What you do, Albert?
I mean,
You were like, I've got my gas mask on. 5, 4. What do you do?
I I mean, Albert came in here with the intention of killing Simon anyway, so probably
what do you
points
do?
his gun at him.
Simon, actions on you.
I will, seeing this dog-head creature point its gun at me, I'm going to shoot back.
Simon, as you see, the other room is full of 5. So there's 11 people that are bound and gagged, all out of their mind. You find yourself at the last room, the T section, the catacombs. And it dawns on you. All that we just described. What's the end? That's up to you. Was it a standoff? Was it a bloodbath? It's up to you. That's your secret that you get to reveal to us whenever you want.
Okay.
Think on it. Or reveal it now. It's up to you. I would
Okay.
wait. I'd wait. Outside. Player turn. Your turn. Actions on you all. Nord, what are you doing?
Did Lady Callie take? I never rolled for damage on the last on cunning.
Roll it.
What is it with the thing just sticking in her?
Same damage.
Okay. Well, that's 1. So that's
I'm
3.
gonna look something up real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep.
And I did have a couple of successes when I rolled, but I just presumed that if it was in there, it would just do more of the same damage.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea. It's already in. So her bow def should apply just because she's got that resistance. But it's already in. So
I mean, I'm
roll
just
damage.
using it for its barbecuer ability because it eats up and it heats up.
So what it'll be is you'll just bypass all of her stuff. Just roll damage. It's straight damage.
Okay. So I rolled on the D4. I rolled a 1, so that's a 3 damage, or is that include anything else to it? 'Cause it is a
You can
head
just add to it. Any
Okay.
successes you get, add to the damage. So that's why it matters. You see. So it's actually good for you that you don't have to roll to hit.
So this is, and I'm gonna, use my grace and my mind.
Yeah, all damage adds
Or
to
grace and
hurting her.
right. So that is nothing. I'm gonna use a proficiency, I guess, because that's what I do. A skullduggery proficiency. Clearly my heart is not in it.
Total is what?
So far it's 3. I would like to use my flaw to activate jujitsu.
Okay.
The OCD flaw. I just got really hurt by her, and that gives me 2 additional successes. So that is, I'm gonna use one more violence proficiency just for fun, because nope, that's 5. I did 5 damage, and
5 is quite a bit.
it is a bit, but I'm also worried about my own life.
Indeed. Your runes explode around her face.
While I'm holding on, I'm yelling at Tony, read that fucking book, Erishkagel. He's getting his vengeance.
As Lady Callie pushes you off with her in tow. An eruption from her head, brain matter exploding out. In this moment, Leah, you're next to this hulk of a monster who's sedated. You see you start seeing Nord and Lady Callie falling. Tony, you see the same thing. Actions on you two. What do you do?
Leah rushes over to where she sees Lady Callie and Nord falling.
So you have to run up the thing. That's definitely a bid. Unless you're going to run around it.
Leah would probably run around.
All right, what do you bid?
Where is it? Physicality, athletic.
You see it already happening, Leah. You know that they're going to hit the ground. As you run, you're going to get there first. Tony, as they're falling off, Leah's already gone. Tony, what do you do?
Where's
You
that
hear
sword?
Nord, you hear Nord say,
Arishkagel. Tony, say something about Arishkagel.
as they're falling off.
Arishkagel.
I open the book and see if there's something about Arishkagel.
What do you bid? And what is your intention? Gotta have intention when you read Magica. 5,
Yeah. So I will
4, 3.
I will bid Vestige of the Godhead.
And what is the intention? What are you trying to do? Go.
My intention is to allow Nord to feather fall to a soft, gentle landing.
All right, roll a chaos die. Don't roll a 1.
It's a 1!
Nord, you fall faster unless proficiencies.
All right, fine. I'll bid
Better.
proficiency.
Do it and go now. Roll it.
He goes to cast Feather Fall and cast Faster Fall instead.
That's another one.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, it's up to
rolled
you,
the
man.
one again? Can I give him a proficiency?
Nope.
God damn it.
All right. One more time.
Master ball.
One more time. And I'm breaking out the rubber dice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what'd you get?
5.
Get a success. Nord, as you fall, you see Lady Callie swing off of you and off of your Dirty Dirk. Ah! Her flaming head, like John Ichabod. Is that right? Ichabod John?
Isn't that the one
Ichabod
No,
Crane.
Ichabod Crane's, yeah.
As she falls 30 feet. Leah, you're running up. Simon, roll damage. This is falling damage for Lady Callie. To be, we'll call it a D8.
D8. But technically, Ichabod Crane didn't have the flaming head. He's the one who saw the headless horseman.
Truth.
Oh.
It's 7.
You get a pip for that, and go fuck yourself. So- Indeed. Half damage as she. Nord, as you find yourself floating, suspended in air.
Nice.
What do you do?
I,
Tony, you're holding a flaming book, burning purple energy in one hand. The other hand, you see a string attached to Nord's limbs. The scene is between you two. Go.
like, you're doing it, Tony. How are you doing it? What's going on? Thank
Just up and
you.
fall.
He's hovering. What do you do? Go.
I let him go. I try and
You let him go. He falls.
I am trying to concentrate to bring him down as slowly as possible.
Oh, I get it. I know. He let him fall, and he falls on Lady Callie, increasing her damage.
But I do the running
Atomic
man.
elbow. It's up to you
I'm just
guys.
try-
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5,
I'm gonna try because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna just try and keep him there.
3,
I'm gonna Superman fly.
2. All right, as Nord Superman flies and Tony, you hold him there. Meanwhile, Leah, you run up to Lady Callie, who's on her back. Ugh! As she looks up at you momentarily, you hear clang, clang, clang of this weapon next to her. As she gets to her knees, preternaturally, she's gonna attack you. It's your turn.
As she's, Leah's obviously, as she sees this happen, she pulls her pistol up towards Lady Callie, and I'm gonna say what I'm about to do is gonna be a stretch, but it'll be cool if you'll allow it. I think. So as Leah is pulling her gun up, to shoot at Lady Callie, she kind of gets this strange feeling come over her. And I'm going to bid a cultist to activate Thy Will Be Done in a sort of strange way. Leah kind of hears this whisper in the back of her mind. All right. And this is what she hears in her head as she repeats it to Lady Callie. Levas far lasis vin, eres kagal venas porvi.
That's what you went to look up.
Yeah.
Say it again. Holker, listen. Go on.
I might have.
Say it.
My handwriting is not the best. Let me see if I can remember. I think this is an O. Levas for lasis vin, eres kagal venas porvi.
Holker?
Release the water.
I will say this is Google Translate, so I'm not gonna claim like I know this is accurate.
All right, what is it?
No.
What is it? What does
So,
it mean? Wait. Holker, do it.
Say that one more time.
And I might have also written it down.
That's fine.
incorrectly,
Go
I will
for it.
say. Levas for lasis vin, eres kagal venas porvi.
Yeah, I got nothing. Holker? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
No.
1, and okay. What does
Okay,
it
yeah.
mean?
And again, this. I'm
What
not
does it
gonna say this is right. Levas forsakes you. Eresh Kagal is coming for you.
I love it. Well done. So what do? You say that, and
Leah does pull the trigger as she says that. And with that, I will bid my period of life, which is hardened. Do my rolly roll. At this point, is it still 6 successes? Okay.
so it's 4 because she's got a bow deff of 4, and she's not reacting because she just fell to the ground 30 feet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Nord, you are flying in the air. Tony, you're holding Nord in the air. Simon, you're having a moment. Think on these as the rolls are had. Simon,
That would be.
you find yourself at the catacombs. A wide room 20 feet, 10 foot tall, dust, lots of footprints all over the dust. People have been in here. Bones in the sepulchers. Off to the left, you see a large chest open with many things in it.
Yep.
To the right, you see a pile of detritus.
Okay. I will go over to the chest and bid Street Smart to investigate it and look in it.
You find a great many things. What are you looking for?
Right offhand, I'm looking for the blue gloves.
You see them.
Okay. I'm going to grab the blue gloves and I'm going to head back to where the people are and be like, Mariah, help me. And I'm going to start untying
You see
them.
Mariah already cutting their bonds.
Okay. Yeah. And so like once I get one or two of them free, I've got my hand in my pocket on my slapjack in case they act weird. But as long as I see that they're okay and they're not like drugged or crazy, I'm gonna be like, start getting these people free. There's more across the hall.
You can tell that they are drugged.
Well, I mean like I mean like drugged, like not drugged, like
Yeah.
they're drugged, like
Yeah.
Okay.
As you start freeing them.
Yeah.
What's the numbers? Leah.
So I got 2 successes, but then I also activated Master at Arms and Turmoil and Philosophy to get 6.
Okay.
And so in terms of the damage, that is a total of 10.
As you shoot your gun, in typical fashion, brain matter explodes. She lay lifeless. Leah, you've done this before. What do you bid to not go crazy?
I feel like this would be an interesting bid for this one. Night Terror. Basically, I know I'm going to have nightmares about this later, but I'm not that worried about it right now.
I'm going to leave it right now. As you accept it, Nord, Tony, what happens here? Give you 5 seconds.
I'm gonna say I'm flying. I'm Peter Pan.
3,
I'll let him go.
2, 1.
It's my dream. My dream is to fly.
As Nord, you're flying and then you fall. Oh! You take 4 damage.
He's falling swan
30
diving
feet.
onto the ground.
Poof.
Ow.
Into the brain matter of Lady Callie.
Ugh.
As you look up, Simon walks out. Fate roll. And this is the cliffhanger. Who's fortune? Who's false fortune?
I'll be Fortune.
Who's false?
I'll be false fortune.
Here are the stakes. False fortune, it's all in Simon's head. Those rooms are empty, save for the detritus and the gloves that he picked up. It's all in his fucking head. And Simon gets to deal with it. That's false fortune. Fortune. Somehow, Simon is vindicated. Go.
86.
76.
Ooh.
Shit. Okay, I will spend one of my proficiencies to
Roll it
reroll
again.
it. 31.
13.
I'll spend another one for this. Okay. Yeah.
Dice are in my favor. Ha, 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 ha.
Ah, no. Shit.
Roll it again. What do we got?
95.
Oh.
Rubber dice. Rubber dice.
67.
Ooh.
I'll do my last one.
Roll it again.
Good try,
Why are you
again.
using the rubber dice? What the fuck?
Why not?
I wouldn't use it.
I got a 44.
Oh.
71. I just switched dice. Anybody else
Last-
got anything?
Last one.
I will use a proficiency. And I guess we'll roll one more time. And I will use the really small dice.
Micro dicing.
Teeny is fucking.
Micro dicing. That's funny.
Do it. Before we say, although we kind of know, before we say, Simon,
Mhm.
it's gonna hurt if you wish to burn a breath. It's in your favor.
This is gonna be bad. I'm okay playing either way
All right.
because I
What do we
like.
got? What do we got?
I got a 4. It's at least a success.
97.
Oh, Simon. Describe to us. We're going to go Simon, then we're going to go Tony, then we're going to go Leah, then we're going to go Nord. All right? We're doing a description. So, Simon, what happens as you walk out? Now, Simon, Tony, Leah, Nord, last word on Simon, and that's where we're going to end. Simon,
I come
all
out.
in your head, what happens?
I come out and be like, "We've got some drugged up victims in here. We got to get them out."
Leah
Oh,
immediately goes, oh,
describing the scene.
wait.
Simon, continue. You turn. What do they see?
He sees.
So-
oh.
Oh.
He sees me prostrate on my knees with with a book, tired.
Leah.
So wait, I'm describing what the scene is. He'll see Marcus just sort of standing there, not doing anything, with just as a monster, obviously.
Nord.
He'll see Nord kind of squirming around in a bloody mess of what was
Simon.
once Lady Callie, and like he could be sensual, it could be painful. It's just a lot. He's prone.
Prone. Simon,
on that.
as you walk out, you notice Mariah is behind you. She's looking worried.
Were you able to get them untied?
Leah, you see Mariah kind of catch your eye. Nord, you see Mariah kind of catch your eye as you stop writhing about in the blood of Lady Callie. Yeah, Simon. Yeah, we got them all. As she kind of smiles at you half-heartedly.
Okay, well, let's get them out. They're drugged. They having trouble walking.
Yeah, we'll get them out.
Come on, guys, come help. There's like 11 of them in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leah gets
buddy.
up and starts going that way.
Yeah, we'll get them out. Oh my god.
Leah and Nord, you
Terrible.
look, there's nobody there. There's just the bones of people.
Simon, there's nobody in here.
They were just there. Me and Mariah, we untied them. We
Can
got
I
them out.
send a narrative point that the scent of colors is still going a little
Yeah.
bit with Nord, and Nord's like squinting, like, yeah, I can kind of see there's something going on in there, sort of.
Mariah pipes up. No. They're already. She looks at you, Simon. No, they're already. They're swimming right now. They're getting out.
Leah might actually look at Mariah at that point and just sort of give her a kind of
As Mariah looks at
questioning
you
look.
hard. Harder than she's ever looked. You saw her grow up. She reprimands you with a look.
Simon slowly hangs his head and then full force goes, "Damn it!" and punches the door as hard as he can, realizing what's going on.
As you hang your head, Simon, and Mariah squeezes your hand, Leah, and yours, Nord. And she hugs somehow your legs, Simon. A few feet from you, the exploded brain, Lady Callie, smile on her face, one eye missing. A few feet from that, Tony, prostrate, praying. Drip, 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 a thunder roll. Simon, last words.
At least they're free like Gabby.
And that is where we end tonight. Hail the red. All right. Closing shit. And then we'll do a little bit of an after hours if you guys can stay. Take a little bit of a break and rock and roll. I'm sorry, not Nord. What am I thinking? Leah, it's on you. Take us out.
Yeah, this has been the Red Writ on DreadLore streaming. We've been having such a good time. We hope you have too. Thank you again to all lowercase letters who helps provide our music, and Terrible Productions who takes care of all of the narrative aspects of the story. And then Couchfire Media, of course, for taking care of all of the behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't even understand enough to comment on. Thank you to all of our Patreon. We got Daniel Hoker, Tim Roberts, Nostalgic, and what was the last one again? The new one?
Natalia Cline.
Natalia Cline.
Natalia Cline.
Did we have one subscribe? That's in the
We had
Twitch
a new
channel, right?
subscriber on the Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah, Soupy Jones subscribed for 4 months on the Twitch.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I
Suki
know I'm
Jones.
probably forgetting something. What am I forgetting?
This is the Red Writ. I don't think you're forgetting anything. Oh, the cast. Us, you, me.
Oh, yeah. There is me, whose name I am Andrea Elliott-Johnson, and then there is Daniel Hoker and Drizzle and Bill Bunkum and why am I having such trouble with your name tonight? Shit. Not no, not fuck. Fuck.
Boopy boop.
Ken Howl. Yeah.
Yep.
And
We had such a good time with you guys, and so many crazy things happened tonight. Hopefully you'll come back next time to see more crazy hijinks. Yeah.
with the red Brit.
The red
And
The red
we'll be
Brit.
back in 10 minutes.